This episode of Late Night with Ed Money is brought to you in part by Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant, located in downtown Amherst. And if you're local to them, dial for carryout at 440-985-FOOD. Or go to their website, which is ziggyspubandrestaurant.com. If it's a sporting event that you want to see, don't forget your sunglasses, because they have so many 4K TVs it'll burn your retinas. So go to Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant in downtown Amherst.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.
I'll make it go away. Oh, my bad. You got to start
Warning, what you're about to hear is an adult show. You'll hear anecdotal stories and humorous situations meant for adults. In essence, kids, don't listen or try this at home. Everything you're about to hear is done by drunk, trained professionals. Now enjoy the show.
Deep within the pit of despair, balls of Christ, dude.
This is professional wrestler Haley Hatred, and you're listening to the hottest talk show on the net.
That's all right. Let it roll in.
I have no idea what that is.
That wasn't me.
Who's that?
Hi. There you go. Why, hello, my friends. You're listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on the website, which is latenightwithedmoney.com, where it's real people have real conversations about life. You can reach us on a ton of sites. We're finally back up on iHeart. We're on Spotify. Any major
Amazon,
iTunes. Any way.
No shit, we're on Amazon? Wow.
Yeah, Amazon, the
cool.
whole 9 yards. You can check it out.
Okay.
More than you know. I get shocked every time that I tell them that things are going real good. So check it out, audience members. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Tell 2 friends about the show. You're always listening to myself, Ed Money. Right over here is CPAP Chuck.
What's up? Bruh. Sound a little gassy.
You got a little bit of
order you have to follow now.
He's got a little bit of everything going on.
Yeah, my tugboat horn was stuck.
I am glad that he's here and has made it. It's the amazing Byron.
Hey!
Man, Jack. Yeah.
He's cool looking. Thank you.
You can hear him, but you're not worthy to see him. Is the monk? There you go.
Hey, what's up?
There you go. He probably ran to
He's
the board
back.
real quick.
There he is.
And last
Walking farts on the way back.
always keeping us in balance and check is Bueno.
I say made the ball.
What's up?
We're going to be leaving you today. Again, if you want your music heard, you want anything mentioned, products, etc., get a hold of us. We're going to be leaving you with They Kiss and York. It's a synth pop. If you like the 70s and 80s synth pop music,
Yeah.
that's what this is.
All right, I'm in.
I liked it. It was sent to me, and I said, they're like, dude, this is out of the box. Just listen to this.
Absolutely.
Well, if you like...
I like 80s new wave. A lot of
That's
it.
what
and
it's-
synth pop. Yeah.
it reminds me-
What's that like?
The very first Ministry album. Ooh! It doesn't get more synth pop than that one.
It doesn't...
Oh, wait. You want to know what new wave is? Or
Yeah,
synth
yeah.
pop.
Like what?
What kind of bands would
Examples?
new wave be?
Adam and the Ants.
Adam and the Ants, Oingo Boingo.
Oingo Boingo, something like that.
All the shitty bands.
Hey, I like all those.
Hey now, hey. You're a little outnumbered.
But
All
members,
right.
check that out. Again, I'm getting permission. I'm supposed to this week. So if everything goes right for Allstate, we'll have our independent agent, Andrew Grizzle. He'll be now a part
For
of the show.
Shizzle?
He's tough.
For Shizzle.
Is that old man Grizzle's boy?
It is.
Is that like Flock of Seagulls? Are they part of that?
From
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's synth pop there. That's.
and definitely when we talk about
Again,
these
part
people,
of shitty music.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I like that.
When we talk about these
Punch you
people,
right in the face.
check out anything we mention, anything we bring up, like this new sponsor, plus the web guy. He'll have a link for his. So if you want your web service, et cetera, always again, thank you for all the things you do. Got 1,000,001 things I wanted to talk about. One, I did.
Can I talk about something
should get
first?
through
Go ahead.
one.
Go ahead.
I want to talk. This is just a quick snippet. So yesterday I was perusing through the Yahoo News when I
Oh,
had
God,
like a quick
yes,
minute.
yes.
And I came across an article about a guy who was staying at the Venetian in Las Vegas.
Oh.
And he woke up and a scorpion stung him in the balls.
Well,
In his bed.
What'd that run him?
I don't
Did
know.
they swell up?
And I was like, I instantly booked a room at the Venetian #1. And thank God it was thong day at the pool because I would be
Oh.
sporting them babies around.
Hell yeah.
how does that happen? How does?
Well, the scorpion was in his bed and it stung him in the balls.
yeah, but here's the thing:
You know how big those things had to be?
the balls or the
God.
scorpion.
But either. I don't know.
Both.
Well, it gets laundered maybe in house or an outside service.
Yeah,
so
it probably
anywhere.
crawled in the basket.
Yeah.
And,
It could have been in the truck. It could have been anywhere.
you're in the desert, Ed. There's scorpions in the desert.
true, yeah.
We've been to Vegas 1,000,000 times, and I have never seen a scorpion.
Have
I've
you ever
seen
ventured
snakes.
off the strip?
No.
No.
Well, we went.
Crackheads all eat them.
Oh, yeah. Fry them up like crawdads.
They put them on a stick
Yeah.
and barbecue them.
Western crawdad.
They actually harvest the venom and get high off it.
We went.
Yeah.
We went to what's the big cowboy? Where's that at? Remember
Downtown?
Yeah.
That's it. Back in a junkyard right now behind a
Yeah, wasn't it like
big
78?
giant fence.
Yeah, that's when
Is that
they,
what
They
you're
make
talking
movies about that thing in the junkyard for the last 30 years.
It hasn't
seen
been
that.
there for decades, Edward.
No,
Ed Papa Giorgio over here.
yeah.
But yeah, dude, I would.
When's the last time we were in Vegas? 75?
It's right next to the Illyria
Millions
Mall
of
talking
times.
Christmas tree. Remember that thing?
talking
For
Christmas tree.
fuck's sakes.
Wait a minute. For the audience out there that may not be from the area, we had a mall called Illyria Midway
Mall.
Yeah.
And I remember growing. That really was real cool.
At Christmas
was
time,
a
when
little
you're
scary,
a kid,
but-
Yeah.
I mean, it was. They decorate the whole dang mall.
Yeah,
and-
sure.
Yeah, and
You
they,
know, that was a thing.
first of all, they had
That was our Facebook.
I want to ask you this.
Yeah.
Remember, they had like
was.
a waterfall.
It was oil.
Is that
Yeah,
what it
the
was?
I got
oil.
kicked out of the mall for touching it.
Yeah, and it's a.
I got pictures of all that
like
stuff.
fishing line almost that ran
Yes.
from the floor to the ceiling.
Yes.
I
And it
got
would-
kicked out of the mall for drinking it.
It would drip oil.
Is that
Yeah.
what it was?
Yeah, it was
Real
oil.
oil.
I know
oil.
because I touched it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then they removed me from the mall
Well, right. For
because I had to cross the barrier.
it was so majestic.
Yes, it was.
It was
You'd sit
cool.
there for hours.
We were like
Just
20
stare
foot
at it.
ceilings. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
coming from up.
Because you were high.
We were, no, not yet, but
for
later
the
on.
audience
Yeah.
out there,
It was down by the movie theater that was inside too.
Yes.
Woolworths.
Yeah.
Higbee's.
Is it Higbee's down
down
there?
by
It wasn't
Higbee's.
Sears, right?
Yeah.
Sears, yeah.
Well,
Sears was opposite end.
Pennies.
first of all,
Jesus Christ, we're old.
yeah. Well, there's two things
Wow.
about that I was going to just mention briefly because you just kind of touched on it, saying the Christmas tree for the audience. Again, we had the what was it?
He's the one that brought up the Christmas tree.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is
Which
that,
scared the shit out of me.
well, for
Oh,
the,
the lip would clickety clack like
yeah.
someone was-
the
That was like-
cheesiest.
It looked nothing like a Christmas tree. It looked like an upside down ice cream cone that was painted white and shiny with pink dots on it.
You would
Yeah.
tell it what you wanted for Christmas, and it would talk to you. Obviously, it was
The
some-
guy inside would be like, "Okay, little boy."
or he was sitting behind you with a microphone or something. You know,
No, he was, I think, inside because there was like a little mirror section you could see out of.
maybe.
No, because I remember because my mom, what it was for the audience.
Worked in it.
She was the Christmas tree.
She
Yeah.
actually did work out there one time. There was a Dillard's or something, make company.
Oh,
Come on, kid, the store's closing.
I want a crock of shit. We all work for Santa Claus. We've had enough. We quit.
Wow.
Wow.
They had, for the audience again, they had this what do they call that? A static
It was an art piece.
This
art
is a
piece,
big
thank you.
fiberglass Christmas tree.
And then they had this Christmas tree that it was a Christmas tree, but it had a mouth. I'm trying to describe it to the audience. That
Kind of like animatronics.
Lips
looked
that
like
just,
a-
no, it was like a lever inside that the guy lifted
Yeah,
up
there's
and
a guy
down and made
inside.
the lips go
Wax
up
lips.
and down.
Yeah, almost like wax
It
lips.
looked like a nutcracker mouth.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
fucked up.
exactly.
And
It
what-
was
what-
fucked up.
And what happened is little kids like me would go up to it, and you told the Christmas tree what you wanted for
Right.
Christmas.
Right. Oh, it was yeah.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
I would go
Where's
up
the fat man with the beard? I'd
Yeah,
rather
where's the give a fuck what the tree wants.
Oh, he didn't
you know.
come to Elyria. Let's get that straight.
Last time
Santa
he was
didn't
there,
come to Midway Mall.
He had
No.
a bad experience.
last time he was there, his reindeer got towed.
He came out and his sleigh was up on blocks.
Yeah.
The radio was gone.
The reindeer had one of those boots on it.
Couldn't move
He had the club on his sleigh.
on his foot.
But yeah, and there's not just real quick. There is like a search, or there was a search done to find it.
Yeah.
Someone
kidding.
has it in a warehouse somewhere.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
See-
It was on when I did Facebook. There was like I started.
Wait a
reading-
minute, somebody has what?
The talking Christmas tree.
And they're going to pay
Oh, yeah.
nothing to get it back.
Right. It's somewhere.
Wow.
Well, here's the difference.
There's a
man.
shot in the dark.
We should find
It's
it.
out there somewhere.
What,
should
and put it
find
down
it.
here with everything else?
No.
It would disappear.
I'll put that motherfucker on my porch.
Right. The thing is
Next to the
that
Christmas dragon?
Yeah.
when I talk
I don't have
to
a dad, but yes.
a lot of people when where I worked at the theater and stuff, and the younger people would come in, they're like, "You don't understand. You older people are very nostalgic." And I said, "Well, back then for us growing up, life was safe. You could go out till the street lights came on. Life was different. You literally didn't lock your front doors. The whole nine. Your neighbors would walk in, and it was a different world because
All right,
Your friend's mom
neighbors didn't walk in. But
we had neighbors that we had blocked.
Well, you live in a weird neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But our friends' moms could discipline us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
boy, did they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So life was a little different, and things like that. Growing up, like I don't.
Oh, they did discipline us.
Yeah, they did.
What
Yeah.
I wouldn't give for another good sting from Mrs.
From Mrs. Scorpion on my balls.
But we had. I remember going. Not only that. Now that you said that, was right over there by the Christmas tree. You said Woolworths. They had, for the audience out there, they had was it Heritage House? What was the name
Upstairs?
of it?
Harvest House.
Harvest House.
Harvest
Yeah,
House.
Harvest House.
What do you want to know? Across the street from a Harvest House was what was that?
Hey, Mike,
Cafe,
the movie
the Sidewalk Cafe. Ooh, remember
What
that
else was
one?
there? Winkleman's right there.
How about the shoes that had the monkey
Yes.
in the cage in the wall? How
Was
about
it like
that shit?
Tom McCann or something?
Yeah, those were when everything was just starting out. And
Capri
I loved it.
pizza.
Dude, we used to
And
go.
Ted Jacobs had a parrot.
What was the?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what was crazy about that buffet?
What was the men's store? Louis Cones.
Louis
Louis
Cohn.
Cohn.
Louis Cones.
Oh, yeah.
It gets, you can't reach these there, but at that, what'd you call it? The Heritage
Louis
House or
Cohn.
Harvest House?
Harvest House.
Harvest
Yeah.
House. At the Harvest House.
They had the tray like cafeteria style
Yeah.
trays.
Dude, what was crazy? Looking back on this,
The best food he ever ate.
well, it was, but compare that to reality now that you could never
Sure.
ever do that. That is,
Yeah,
we
you'd
would
go out of business because it's not efficient. It wasn't profitable. It was all that.
Oh, is
No.
that why they went out of business?
I think of other things.
They were making real food.
Dude, do you,
God
know what they,
forbid.
do you know what they had that
Took
was
too long,
was the
everything.
greatest? We would
Chicken.
Well, they did have chicken there.
Good chicken.
Do you remember that? You
Well,
remember?
we used to go L&K for chicken.
Oh, yeah.
It was all you could eat, and my mom would
L&K.
stuff her purse full of
I wonder what the hell that stands for.
drumsticks. And, oh yeah,
For all the other people out there listening, that's a crack house now.
yeah.
Just so you know.
It turned into
Yeah.
a Denny's.
And then they just tore it down.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, but they
You
had,
talk about the hotel or restaurant?
The
restaurant.
restaurant.
Both, yeah.
but we would
Both.
we would go to that Harvest House and go in there, and they had this buffet, and at the end, I loved it. You guys probably, a lot of people don't like it.
You?
They had no, Mom.
Sorry.
They had these things called candied. I think they were candied beets. Is where it was. What does that look for? They were.
Oh, good God.
I never ate at the buffet there.
There's not
I
a
remember the
child in.
buffet. and like
history that liked those
right out
things.
front where you could see it like when you're
Love
walking
pickled
by.
beets. Yeah.
Yes, they were
I did.
fantastic. They were in like a little syrup. It was almost like a dessert. That was our dessert.
I like them now.
Do you?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Your dessert
I love
was
'em.
beets.
What do you want for your birthday, Eddie?
What?
I want beets.
Yeah, if I'm good today, maybe.
Hey,
next
Mom,
month,
why is my birthday cake red? Well, I made it out of beets.
if you cut into
It's
it,
a beet cake.
Yeah.
every other
I
slice,
made a beet cake.
every other slice gets a piece of the beet.
What the fuck are you talking about? They're pickled beets. They're not candied beets.
Fingers and lips and stuff were all stained
Yeah.
red.
And then you shit red, thought you
Yeah.
were bleeding
Yeah.
out your asshole.
Yeah. I just had this.
Everybody thought that Ed had ass
Yeah,
cancer.
I just had like a cheeseburger and stuff. I think for dessert I'm going to have beets.
Give me a
Get in line, brother.
give me one of those beet
Yeah.
cupcakes,
Uh huh.
What is that?
It's a superfood.
dude.
Smacked in the mouth.
Yeah.
Keep it down.
Ed's like he wants his mom to make a beet loaf.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
We would get. They were little. They were like this big.
Yes.
and they were
About the size of a quarter.
Yeah.
And they would reduce
Sliced or whole?
whole, and they would reduce
Okay.
it
Yeah.
down
Just
So
to,
like a syrup.
yeah.
till it was like
It was
syrup.
stewed,
Harvard
Yeah.
beets.
stewed for
I
hours.
think that's what the small ones
And it was
are.
fantastic.
Those are cranberries.
It was fantastic, dude. It was that was like a dessert.
I love beets.
See, and they're
still
high,
like 'em.
high in
I
iron.
like beets
Superfood.
too. It's totally not a
Headphones.
dessert.
I do not know if he's making fun of me.
What did you like?
I'm being serious.
What did you pour syrup over them? What?
Some Mrs. Buttersworth.
Yeah, I don't
Mom, can you pass
understand
Mrs.
how that's
Buttersworth for my
considered
beets?
a dessert.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'd be mad as fuck if somebody gave me beets for dessert.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Why? It's good for you, and it was fantastic.
You know what? Dessert isn't supposed to be good for you. Dessert
was-
is supposed to fucking be full of sugar and good shit.
It was
Fiber.
It was very sweet. It was just we were poor that, or we would get bread pudding.
Oh yeah, that's another winner in my book.
I used to make bread pudding
There
as
you
a kid.
go.
It's the
Love
first thing
bread
I ever
pudding.
made.
Love bread
Like
pudding.
you make a homemade like custard.
Yes.
And whip it. I used to
See?
make it for
Look
the
at
whole.
He's given that look. Wasn't it
I
fantastic?
think I made it when I was like 13.
That's because we had to do it in home ec.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
But I love bread pudding.
same.
Bread
Me
pudding.
too.
Now,
Not
here's
me.
the-
No raisins.
Some raisins in there, yellow.
Yeah, see, I don't like the raisins.
Okay, well I can do without it.
Wait a minute.
You could spit those out.
Did it?
I would pick them out. Yeah.
Okay.
Ed, did you make beet bread pudding?
Remember heating it up a little bit? Put a little milk
I
on
had to
it.
chase
I
that
like
one
raw
down.
raisins. I don't like cooked raisins. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Raisins
Like
are
prune-
terrible.
How about
It is
prunes?
what it is.
Do you like prunes?
I do.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah, I do like
I love
prunes.
prunes.
those
No,
are
wait.
good.
Is it
Yeah.
the look on it? Again.
I eat them at work every day.
Are you? Wait a minute. No, you
Prunes?
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do you?
They're like big raisins,
Yeah, do you-
basically.
okay. See, this is the foods that we grew.
See, I don't like
Are you guys a bunch of old fucking
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I don't like raisins either.
geriatric fucking nursing home over here?
Hey Wayne, what you having for lunch? Prunes. I'm gonna have some prunes.
I just pooped myself.
They're good for fiber.
We were poor and did okay.
Either I got ass cancer or my beets are coming out.
You could wash it down with some prune
The
juice.
prunes keep me regular. And I
were-
like prune juice.
We were poor. Another thing my mom would buy us is
love that.
for dessert is she would buy a fig Newton or a date wheel. Remember you'd buy the
Oh,
little.
I'm out.
Something you don't have anymore.
Whoa.
No, I like real dates.
Whoa,
Like
wait
going
a
on
minute.
dates.
Listen, at the
with
casino.
chicks.
Wait a minute.
This last trip at the casino, they brought a fruit basket for each room.
What is he living in before?
And listen, everybody that came to my room, they would like, "Oh, did you try these? The dates. They
See?
had pitted. They were pits in them, but
Fantastic.
everybody loved them. They were
Fantastic.
delicious. So maybe we're all getting
Fantastic. Yes.
old. But
Dates and
You know,
and
What
Newton.
the fuck is a date wheel?
dates. Now, when I was on
You go down and put $20 on the day wheel and spin it and see what you're going to get.
Wait a minute.
The wheel o' dates.
The day wheel spinning around.
It is.
27.
My mom would.
Was
buy,
it a firework?
You could buy fig Newtons. You could buy
Okay.
not the
Not the name brand ones, but the
Is it a fit? Wait, is
Fig
it?
Newton
It's
has the
a
breading.
fig Newton
a
is a
bar.
cookie.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's then the figs? Okay, she'd buy a fig or a date. It's in a wheel, like a little
Okay.
wheel,
So
like,
a fig wheel
like a shrimp
or a
thing.
date wheel.
Like if you got shrimps and you got it in.
Did she
Okay.
did she misunderstand you when you said you wanted a big wheel and she bought you a fig wheel?
So it was like a gelled fig, like a
fig wheel.
You could buy it right now, and you
Good
peel it
name for a
open.
band.
You
They're
can, but
all-
we're not gonna.
It's fantastic. It's super sweet. It was like a dessert, but it was good for you.
So it's a circle of compressed.
So there he goes again, sweet and good for you, and it's
mouthwater.
not a dessert.
It's like, yeah,
Sounds delicious.
yeah. It,
I'm making a stop on the way home.
yeah.
Why is it so?
Who's got fig wheels? Do an internet search. Where can we get those?
What says it all, man?
Hold
Audience,
on.
you got to go to the YouTube, BitChute, Rumble. I'll go to that so you can see their
Hold on.
expressions. Anyway, so all
So
these-
Date wheel.
so when I said I wanted a date, I didn't want a dried up dead fruit
No.
with a seed in the middle that I could chip my molar on.
In a wheel.
What is it? They got blonde with 38s.
Yeah.
Well, I looked up fig wheel on Amazon.
Yeah.
yes,
Because they are part of Whole Foods,
Yeah.
and
Are they by the fruit cakes?
nothing came up. A Hot Wheels came up.
Same thing.
Big
What about
wheels,
a date
Hot
wheel?
Wheels.
We tried Date Wheel.
Yeah.
it's a little. It's like a
That
little.
might take you a whole different.
Anyway,
Oh, you might be going to some sites you got to sign in. Say you're 18.
anyway,
Yeah.
for nostalgic foods, but
Or we just have to have Ed log in.
Now, when I was doing keto,
I
Okay.
put in Date Wheel and Pregnancy Chart Wheel came up.
well,
So-
why wouldn't it?
Yeah, and
Again, we're old.
But when I was doing
so-
keto,
keto,
you could buy a sweetener, and instead of like a sugar alternative,
like
it was,
stevia or something like that.
No, I'm letting you know.
it was made of dates.
It was dates.
It was ground up
liquefied-
dates.
It was.
Yeah.
And it's dates are used in almost any recipe that calls for like a sweet taste to it, even like desserts. If it's a keto, they use dates.
Dates.
You buy it, and
It's
It's
fantastic.
a liquid or whatever, and
Yes.
it's a good. I guess it's very healthy.
You like
Yes.
you like A1 sauce on your steak? I'm just saying.
I do.
Ew.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
That's
made of
disgusting.
raisins.
yeah. I like raisins. I grew-
It's disgusting.
That's one of the
If you have a
main
shitty
ingredients of A1 sauce is raisins.
What does it mean?
Really? So
I love-
dogs can't eat it
What does it mean?
I wouldn't
Yeah,
recommend
because they
it.
don't like. They can't do grapes.
They can't.
Is that,
No,
yeah,
what?
that's what it is.
Dogs aren't
I'm
allowed
gonna
to eat grapes.
I'm gonna bring your dog a clump of grapes over.
That might be part of the reason why he's so pissed off all the
I think
time.
they can become toxic in some of their digestive system. They
There's
kill
no
'em.
reason
Not-
for
not
yellow
that
Ed to be
dog.
that mad.
Yeah,
No-
that
no-
and chocolate.
Note
Chocolates.
to self: buy the dog Hershey's and
Yeah.
some grapes.
Yeah.
That dog will
Way
eat
ahead
the
of you.
vines and spit them back out at you.
Way ahead of you.
So speaking of getting old, last
All
week,
right.
Sorry.
last week I had to take Becky downtown to a doctor's appointment, and on the way back we hit Shake Shack by Cracker Park.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Not
I
a
like
fan.
Shake Shack.
It's not. Is that the one that has the real skinny?
Is that a titty bar?
No, I
No,
wish.
no. It's. I mean,
Used to be.
Sounds
I'm
like
thinking
it.
of Steak
Not
and
anymore.
Shake. That's a
Yeah,
Steak
no.
and Shake.
Shake Shack is right by Cracker Park, and they get really good milkshakes, really good burgers, blah blah blah. So I got just a chicken sandwich and fries, and I was gonna get an unsweet tea. That no lemon, no sugar. That's my go-to.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's
you
good.
have unsweet tea?
I
it's good.
love unsweet
Yeah.
tea, no
Maybe some
lemon, no
lemon.
sugar.
the
Unsweet
best.
tea.
Well, Becky's
the
like,
worst.
Becky's like, I want a
Sweet tea?
chocolate shake, and I'm like, you know what? I cancel that. I'm getting me a vanilla shake.
Dilly dilly.
So I ate my meal. I got in the car, and it hit me.
Oh,
I was
God.
doing 80 down the highway. All right, I'm losing the battle. Exactly. I'm venting the chamber. You know, you got the hot parts. You're venting the chamber. You're off the seat.
Oh.
I'm in the fast lane. And I kept rolling up on this lady doing 65 in the
Oh,
fast
God.
lane, pacing the car next to her. So it was like a convoy blocking the road. So
Did it come
smoky.
in, doesn't it come in waves? You're like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I made it.
It went-
you
it
feel
went
the
away.
next one coming. You're
However-
like, it's like labor pains.
Oh yeah. So I'm riding this lady's ass, and finally she takes a hint. I'm beeping my fingers out the window. I'm yelling. She finally speeds up and gets over.
Were you driving like?
Oh yeah.
like
I'm
this?
trying not to shit my pants in my wife's car.
Oh.
She's got cloth interior. So it went away.
And
It
it's
went away.
new.
It went away right around the Midway Mall exit we were talking
Did
about.
you have the goosebumps? We get the
Oh,
goosebumps
yeah.
on the arm.
Yeah, I was sweating. I was doing Lamaze. I was breathing. I was white
It went
knuckling.
away for a minute.
Huh?
You know it's coming right back.
With friends.
You got like 6 minutes.
So I passed. It went away right around the mall.
You get 6.
And I
Seriously.
Really, I get off at Middle Ridge and I get to the Dairy Queen by my house. That's when it comes back with friends.
Oh,
dude.
I'm
now,
telling
mind
you.
you, I am maybe 3 minutes away from the Dairy Queen. It was everything I had to pull in the driveway, not shoot my pants. I even told Becky, I'm like, I'm shut off the car. I need the keys to get in the house. You can pull your car in the garage.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Let me
I
tell
thought
you
you were gonna
something.
say you were gonna drop your pants. Just get out and drop your
I
pants.
should have.
Because the pain.
Dude,
I know
I
someone
got-
that shit on the side of his house because he did.
What is
Listen,
wrong with you people?
I got in the house and I shit. And I literally shit the whole night from that damn milkshake.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it was no bueno.
Kind of.
Apparently, I never was before until that
Wow.
day.
Yeah.
No, see, Dave,
I know what to buy
But you know
for.
what?
How big was that
fun.
fucking shake?
It was just a medium, regular size shake. But the thing is, dude,
Jesus.
what came out as
like
opposed
a
to what I was
gallon.
eating for the week, I'm like, where's this coming from?
Oh, wow.
I thought my intestines were dissolving and I was melting from the inside out.
not a. This is.
Oh yeah, and it was that. I was laughing because I'm like, I wish I had my phone on me to record this sound.
Now this is
Oh.
this is a weird.
One of those.
How old
Yes.
are we?
Nice.
No,
14.
Yeah.
it's a real thing when you. It's an odd when you're in that position. Like if you hold it, and then when you, I've literally torn pants because you try and get your belt off, you try and get, and you run in.
He's Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
Don't get me angry.
Couldn't get your members only jacket open. Those Cavaricis are tricky.
His button fly jeans.
That's right.
Those parachute pants didn't stand a chance.
They didn't.
No.
Thank God
The
there's
white
20,
ones that were all muddy.
Yeah.
Thank God there were 20 zippers.
Can never find the right one.
Oh no!
right.
By the time I got my side door to the bathroom in my kitchen, I was naked.
But here's
Because
the-
I knew.
but when you go,
He's running through the house, shirts up in the air.
Yeah.
Pants are flying.
Oh, I was like, God, if I
Socks are
shit.
off.
I
Oh,
knew if
yeah.
I shit between the car and the bathroom, it was going to be the biggest mess ever.
well, this is
So
the
I was
thing.
like, God damn it.
When you go, I'm
That would've been
I'm
awesome.
asking because you have
It
a
was
very
violent.
you and I have very common problems with that. Is when you go, it feels when you feel
Empty.
empty.
However, a half hour later, there she blows again.
You ever
Sometimes
go
not
so
even
bad?
half an hour.
You ever go so bad and you get up and you're done, whatever, and you're like, God, I didn't even remember to pee. I have to go back and pee.
Wow.
I've done that. That's a
Wow,
statement.
okay.
Yeah.
Usually it's kind of connected, right? One or the other.
I don't know.
I'm pretty
not
sure I was
always.
peeing out my asshole.
Wow,
Oh, yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Right? No, yeah, you do. You empty, and here's the thing: you feel, and here's the thing: the flush in the toilet is a completely different sound. Like instead of like
It was a whimper more than a flush. I'm pretty sure I heard it cry. And like I said, it lasted all night.
Yeah.
All fucking night.
There's no finish.
No.
You wait
No.
for that.
Yeah.
At the end, there isn't. It just kind of gets quiet, and you're like, oh no, you look back, and everything's like a slow explosion of the universe, like
all
when they
of a
show
sudden,
the Big Bang Theory, you know?
All of a sudden you wake up, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm just, is
Right?
that just me? What?
Yeah. Like, oh, I got to change my diaper.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, this is another thing, is when you feel you're completed and everything's clean, you're done, and then all of a sudden you're about to stand up, and it comes back again.
And then
You're
you
like,
shit so
"Son of a
hard, the next
bitch."
time you sit down, your butthole doesn't feel right. You're like,
Jesus Christ. What are you guys
like what-
eating?
I told you, a milkshake.
Yeah.
A milkshake.
A milkshake. All that for a milkshake.
Yep.
Was it worth it?
This was filled
Fuck yeah, it was.
This
All
milkshake was filled with granola.
Yeah.
If it's worth it, then that's good.
It hurts to do my Kegel after it.
Wow.
I can hardly clench.
Things aren't lining up properly.
They're not.
Something doesn't feel right.
I feel like there's the glacial groove on the one side or something. Like I took something out.
You sit down.
Yeah.
You sit
you
down and
go.
you feel like you're sitting on a racquetball. What the deuce?
Wow.
What is that?
Let's talk about something that's not toilet involved.
I did want. I wanted to ask you. I have other subjects, but
Yeah.
I want to ask you. Number one, you want to do number 3 or number 1?
Let's do.
Because you
well, I
like
already talked about number 3 on the road.
No, we.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that
No,
was
I'm
it,
sorry.
yeah.
Number 4. Number 4. I went to a restaurant. I'm not going to say which,
A restaurant?
Yeah, remember I went.
Oh, yeah.
Went
Okay.
to a restaurant, and I had an unintentional. The girl didn't intend doing what she did to me.
Well, tell the story. Let's set this
Yeah,
up.
because the description
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Okay, what it is I went to a restaurant. I ordered some food, etc. Sitting there with someone having a beer, whatever, and we're waiting for the food. And the waitress comes up, and sometimes they try and do multiple things, which God bless them because they're
Well, they have to multitask.
Yeah, it's not an easy job.
right.
Yeah.
And then it's not, dude. That's
I
not a
couldn't do
joke.
it.
Right.
That's not a joke. I bartended, and I don't know if I could ever go back to
That's
being.
because I can't deal with the public anymore.
Isn't that the worst? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a joke.
Well, you couldn't do it because nobody orders highballs anymore. How about a Boilermaker?
Nobody knows how to make a Tom Collins.
Yeah,
An old-fashioned.
No gimlets.
Here I am trying to think of like
Look at him
old drinks
living.
that I
Look at-
can't.
Look at
We
Liv.
don't make a lot of mint juleps around here.
We're out of cocktail onions. Sorry.
So
Whiskey sour, please.
Right. But
So,
that's
I-
a tough job.
It is, and God bless, a lot of
Any
these
of the servers.
I mean, it's
they
not
are.
as tough as what we do, but I mean,
Right, no.
we meaning Chuck, Byron, and I,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're talking about me. No, but it is. It's tough.
and Monk.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Monk
so,
too.
yeah.
But they do.
Monk doesn't do
I leave
anything.
anybody out? I'm looking
Pretty
around
much
the
our
table.
whole audience.
No, okay, yeah. Right. Everyone but you.
Oh, well, that goes to the bone. It's just, I laugh because it's trout. No, but anyway. So what happens is I ordered the stuff. And we're sitting there waiting for the food. And these girls are doing 85 different things. And they're running around. But the girl happened to have had my order in her hand. And then she had another order in her other hand. All right. And I could see as she's walking up. You know when you get that
Tickle?
the tickle in your nose, like you're going to sneeze. And
Are you trying to wiggle it or wriggle
well,
it?
here's a weird thing.
Oh.
Or push your tongue against the roof of your mouth?
No,
Oh,
is that what it is?
it's intense.
I thought they say if you
Stare into the sun, you'll
Is it-
sneeze.
I thought it was if you look at the eclipse with binoculars
Yeah. Wearing a banana hammock.
So in
in the middle of a snowstorm in
Yeah.
July.
in the middle of nothing, you're gonna.
Yeah.
No, it's so yeah. So you could see that she was because her hands were
She was in a
full.
situation.
She was in a situation, and we're sitting. And I'm sitting with this other guy,
Oh,
and
I
I
read
go,
it wrong, yeah.
And I said, "Dude, I think." And the moment she said it, she turned. You do that instinctive.
Yeah.
I don't get these people that when they sneeze, they open up their shirt
And sneeze in their shirt?
What? Why would you?
why would you do that? Use your sleeve.
Right.
I use my sleeve.
Just
Your
let-
elbow.
Just let it happen.
Well, yeah,
Blow
but
it out.
I turn to the way.
Oh, you mean if you're carrying
if I'm
food.
with,
Well, wait a minute,
if
no,
I'm
wait.
standing around us, I'm gonna do this.
Exactly.
Now, see, do you know?
You're not going to give everybody that's
At least, like,
right.
yeah, like,
No.
no,
You
you
can't hold it in like that.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, I hate blood vessels.
No.
No, I do. And I've sneezed before and
That
plug my
explains
nose,
a lot.
and air will come out of your eyes.
Or your ears.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it'll blow your eardrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, air.
What?
comes-
You
I used
could
to be able
blow
to
blood
real-
vessels,
I used to
dude.
be able to do that underwater.
Did you ever
like,
sneeze so hard the inside of your glasses get sneeze on it?
No.
Yes.
What are you, an animal? Who
Comes
does
out of your
that?
tear ducts.
because animals wear glasses, right?
My dog does.
Not
What a
for
bunch
long.
of what
Yeah,
a
but that
bunch
was-
of
those
I got
glasses-
some grapes for him.
Those
what a
glasses
bunch
are
of fucking hillbillies.
those glasses
Jesus
are from his
Christ.
last victim.
Grapes dipped in chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't want to take chances.
Right.
Here's a bowl of
fuck's
here's a bowl of
sakes.
antifreeze
Right.
to wash that down.
Right. Yeah. Like you said, you never.
Jeez.
I've seen people. Girls will do that. They'll do that.
Oh yeah.
Kind of. Which you shouldn't. That's a worse
So your
for you.
server had
Well, yeah.
Nobody. Okay. Yeah, you should never do that because what?
No,
Has
no.
someone died from it? Has someone actually gotten injured?
Can't you blow your eardrums out?
They will.
Name one person.
What if you hold the sneeze
Name
in?
any sneeze injury that anybody's
Ludwig
ever had.
von Beethoven.
Any of your loved ones ever had a sneezing accident where they were hospitalized or needed some sort
Only
of
if somebody sneezed
surgery?
on me and I would punch him.
Okay, that would be different.
Yeah,
Did you ever
that's
sneeze
different.
and like throw a rib out or your back?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
That's a sneezing accident.
Yeah,
I
Well,
did
I
it
guess, yeah.
while my back was already thrown out and I had
Yes.
to sneeze.
And you
Yeah,
knew it was coming and you were like, no,
there was nothing I could do to protect
I
it.
have to say, I was intimate with a girl that sneezed,
Oh, how's
Oh,
that?
well, you were
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I wanted to
yeah.
get some pepper and
Oh, yeah.
sprinkle it on her head. Do you yeah, I wouldn't mind going out with you. You got any allergies?
What, you're
Oh,
allergic
man.
to pepper?
You make them fill out an allergy chart.
All right.
Let's see. Dust, check.
Sneezing powder. Yeah.
Okay.
Check.
All right.
Well,
It was
Oh, you're
check.
allergic to cats?
quite the enhancement.
but yeah,
You're allergic to cats. He's down at the APL the next day. Come on, Fluffy. You're going with me.
That's right.
But I try, I always carry, because I have hankies that I carry with me.
yeah.
So if I can feel
Hankies.
yeah, hankies.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
He said plural.
He said prunes,
I do. I do.
Hankies.
If I stood up right now, I
Not just a hanky.
do. I do.
Hankies.
See,
So anyhow, what's up with this chick carrying?
Yeah,
food?
yeah,
well,
yeah.
hold on. Wait, but when I was a little kid, that my dad always made us. I had one for my nose because I had
And one for your butthole.
and one for my glasses that I clean.
Oh, I thought you did magic tricks with them and pulled them out of your butthole. Yeah,
Like a magician pulling
Yeah.
out the.
Well,
it was endless.
Yeah, so
nobody does that anymore.
Yeah, some people. Have you ever seen the people that carry like the bandana?
No, I know people that carry puffs.
Do they like the box?
No, the little travel things.
Oh, those
Yeah,
are
the little
nice.
travel ones. Yeah.
That's nice to have.
Sure.
Yeah. So, and I hate those because you blow in it. Have you ever blown right through a tissue like you got to blow your nose and right?
I
through?
don't put it over like my face like a mask.
Yeah.
I let it,
Yeah.
you leave
When
it,
you
you
blow-
use it loosely.
No, because
You don't just go like, you don't take it like a sheet of paper over your face and go,
It's my favorite 38 special
of course
song.
it's going to blow out. I mean,
How do you? I don't understand how you sneeze into your handkerchief.
I go,
Yeah.
I can feel it coming, and then I'll try as quick as I can grab,
feel
and I'll go. I'll sneeze like that.
So you can't
See,
do
he's
that
got
with
the
a puffs?
motherfucker right there.
I can, but blowing my nose into a puffs doesn't work. It's not strong enough. I get an aggressive blow.
So use some bounty. It's a quicker picker upper.
catch it at an angle. Don't put it like a flat surface in front of your head.
Matter of fact, just shove it up your nose so it won't run.
Yeah.
Dude,
Have you ever had a nose run, like a head cold so bad you're tired of blowing your nose, so
The
you just
Dremel?
Yeah, you do the nose dribble, just
Oh, you
clean,
just
stick
jam
Kleenex
something up there, yeah.
Now that's like an animal. That's what he just said, Byron. That's like being an animal.
I've done that because you're like, I just want to sleep. Your nose won't stop running. You want to lay down.
It's all
Yeah.
over the pillow. But anyway,
No, I usually do the nose Dremel before I lay
Yeah.
down.
so anyways, this waitress came over and she had, and I could see, and I said, "Hey man," and I was sitting with the guy,
buddy.
the guy, and I go, "Hey man," and she's sitting there and she goes, "Hey," you could just say
She didn't know which way to go.
she went,
She was just winding up.
and she went, "Yeah," and on the left was my food.
All right. Did he give you a discount?
I'm not gonna eat that. Look at you! Look on your face says it all. Like you animal. Like you would do that. Yeah, do I get 50% off?
What do you think? It's almost like that open bag of dog food I got from TSC. Do I get a
Yeah.
discount? Can you throw me a bone here?
But the thing was,
Was it a direct hit?
Oh.
Where you could see like that little mist?
Was the mist?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude, see, this is why I don't
Did
like.
it knock a few fries off onto the floor?
Primatine mist commercial or Afrin. Like, yeah.
You get that. So she did it, and at the moment that she sneezed, she looked up, and we were both looking at her like this, like, "Oh no!"
Did your buddy at least get his?
Check, please.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Time
yeah.
to go.
Yeah, but that was the opposite ad.
So you had to wait for her to make a new one.
She goes, "I'll get you a new one." I'm like,
Yes, I believe you
Oh,
will.
shit.
"Yes, I think you will." Give me another.
I should say you will.
But here's the thing, because have you ever went?
The quiet walk back to the kitchen.
I'll be right back.
It's probably amazing how fast she came right back out the door with
Yeah.
her
Oh, yeah.
freshly cooked
Yeah.
new dinner.
Did you? Who had the booger platter? I mean, burger.
Yeah.
But have you? Because here's the thing, dude. This is why I always carry the hanky, and I try and always accessible in the event of an emergency, like the sneezing.
Okay.
Have you ever sneezed?
Do you keep it in your saddle shoes?
You could have jumped up and used your handkerchief in front of her
I
face.
should have. God
She'd
damn
have
it.
been like, chlorophyll.
Smell like chlorophyll?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Have you ever, first of all,
It smells like jizz. Oh, sorry, wrong way.
like sometimes
That's my other. Let me get my other hanky.
look at,
Apparently, he
look
has
at him
two.
laughing. He just for the audio, you got to go to YouTube just to see his face.
Stuck to her face.
I didn't want to go out with a loaded gun.
Yeah.
It's fresh.
Pulls it up. It sounds like Velcro.
Yeah.
It's like trying to peel a toasted cheese sandwich apart.
Did you just bleach this?
All right. Oh, for fuck's sakes. All right.
All right.
So what?
I have, like, if I didn't have my hanky and I was in a situation where sometimes that sneeze comes real quick, you know, it's like a real
Yeah.
quick sneeze, I'll put, you know, I'll turn and
Put a wiener in your mouth because that's the symbol
reason
you're
I don't
doing.
like it is sometimes you do it and stuff comes out.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you just have to like excuse yourself.
Yeah.
Because at first you're like, and it's so connected to your hand.
and your nose.
I've done that at school when I was a kid.
It's
and
connected
it was
from your nose to your hand.
high volume. And you're just like, and it could
Yeah.
be dripping off your
Yeah,
chin.
this is not good.
Like when you're sick, you know,
Yeah.
and you're really congested.
Right,
Like, here's something
Yeah.
real quick. I'm like, when the kids get sick, I'm like, here, like Samantha's youngest. I'm here, blow your nose. He's like, I don't know how. Like,
What do you mean you don't know
he's
how?
like, I can't. And they're just like, I'm like, how do you not just put something behind that and blow?
Right,
like,
right.
and I've had more than one kid say that. Like, I don't know how. I
Did you
don't know
put
how
the air
to do it.
compressor in his mouth? And
I
That's
need
why
to.
I'm
Here,
saying
put this
don't-
CPAP on. I'll crank it
Don't
up.
raise your kids to be pussies.
Right. But no, like you don't.
How do you not know how to do
starts
that?
Pissing me. That's where I have to watch because I'm not good with little kids when it comes to something like that. Like,
Yeah.
no patience. Like, what do you mean you don't know how to
Wait,
blow
wait.
your nose?
Yeah, wait a minute.
Even my son, he'll take it. And he'll be like, like blow it a little bit and like move it around just to appease me.
Yeah.
And then go
Right.
back to just like
And you can-
wiping his sleeve or you know.
God, yes. I
Like,
hate
how
it.
do you not know how to blow your nose?
Because they don't live like out in the woods when they're kids and behind the garage spitting
Like
and
Chucky
I'm
and
not
Wayne
asking him
did.
to do
Yeah.
a farmer
doing
blow.
cool kid shit.
Now wait a minute, Monk. With your kids, did they ever have that scenario where they
They
did?
chew paint off the wall. Whatever.
it's true, they did.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
But so I've done that where you sneezed and you
Yeah.
get that, or
That's the end
Why
of
don't you
that.
sneeze in your elbow?
I don't do that. I don't.
So
I
you'd
don't
rather
know.
sneeze in your hand?
You leave a bunch of snail trails in your sweater.
Doesn't matter. He wears Argyle. It'll
That'll
blend
come.
in.
Hey, that'll come off.
Dude, have you ever seen? I remember, like he said, as a little kid, when you'd see people that were. I'm not saying uncouth. That's.
But you're not a little kid anymore.
Or the little kids with the green snot hanging out.
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
I've never had green. Have you? I've never had green
No.
like boogers or snot.
I might have had glow in the dark yellow.
Yeah, but
Sinus
again,
infection.
You sure that
Like I
wasn't
said,
bile?
Might have been.
probably like some of the children of the corn that were. Yeah.
So what happens when you do what are you going to
I've done it.
Do you
now.
like eat it?
The only thing.
Here, show the camera what you're doing.
Don't you like eat it?
Show the camera one more time how you're doing that.
Okay, wait. So
Do it.
So, like, if you go on to YouTube, BitChute,
Yeah.
Rumble, check it out. And again, like, share, subscribe, tell 2 friends.
Yeah.
And so there's times that I'll sneeze and I'll go like this.
There it is.
What?
Do it again. Do it again like 3 times in a row.
Here, wait. Should I get the prop that's behind?
No,
me?
no.
No.
It's so,
I don't want anybody to lose an eye tonight.
right.
You're beating a dead horse there, Wayne.
Because here's
Yeah.
the thing, dude. I have seen people, again, I'm going to say the term uncouth. Maybe they were the little kids that never had the parents that would do it properly.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen, I've seen people in the bar that just turn and will shoot, and you see sometimes.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you see that every time.
Yeah. But
you know
they didn't
Yeah.
just get there. They've been there for a couple hours.
Yeah.
No, look at the
Like when I do whiskey or something, I have like, I think my mom has it too, like some beer and stuff, the hops or the something, they have like a slight allergy to it. And sometimes I used to do like a shot of whiskey.
It
or
affects
something,
you.
has the rye or something in it. And I would sneeze like 4 or 5 times right after it.
Yeah. And you don't
Just, yeah, I
normally
don't
ever
even-
do.
No.
Yeah, no. I'm the same with certain strains of,
Weed.
yeah.
really.
I'll sneeze. Never, ever have done that before.
Does
but-
it? Do you get like a throat? Like you
No.
can feel like
It's-
No, not like it's more just like a
No, it's a sneeze.
irritant. Yeah, sneeze. It's not like a swollen throat, lips, eyes.
No,
like,
no, no.
not
It's not an
reaction.
allergic. It's the whatever it is,
I never
Maybe a
understood
slight
it.
allergy, but
some
not
people
strong.
are that way with perfumes. I've never.
Well, I think that's you know what I heard some other radio show talk about that. And it's like I'm allergic, and it's you're not allergic. It just is terrible cologne, or you hate it.
Yeah.
and it's too strong.
Yeah.
you're not allergic.
Now wait a minute. I told Chuck I'm going to be bringing Brute back. I think Brute can have.
I'm allergic.
Me too. And so is all the other chicks. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Every female
Chick
on the
repellent.
planet is allergic to it.
Stop it. Do you know what I just
Yes.
told him? And this is where we were slightly touched on.
Know your car.
It's the only cologne that was purchased by Black Flag Ortho.
I don't believe that women could. You know what we ought to do? We ought to have the lovely back or have lovely Val on the show.
We need Sam here.
Sam,
again.
bring Sam.
Yeah.
I bet, because I've got a good variety.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but
Of
yours
what?
are all
Cologne?
Colognes.
I gave you some, remember?
Yes.
They're 35 years old back there.
I got the I think you
All
gave me
right.
a little obsession.
I would say some of it's aged.
I do that.
Yeah. Just so you know, he bought the Obsession from the Midway Mall.
Yeah.
the Woolworths.
Yeah.
So that tells you.
yeah.
And I bet
It was
that-
locked up because it was over 13.
I'd be willing to bet they can't.
the
They can't tell.
It
the
smells
difference.
like bourbon now.
Yeah.
Between a knockoff and the real.
Yeah.
No. I bet if you had what's a good Armani black? Say you had Armani Code Black, something
Sure.
like that,
A Geo, yeah. Whatever.
something like that, and you had a knockoff or even like Brute. That the women, as long as you smelled,
They can totally tell the difference.
you think so?
Stetson,
You can totally, dude. Can you tell the difference in perfumes?
some British Sterling. Oh, yeah.
If you smell it,
Right?
I swear I love Menon Skin Bracer. I do.
Boom.
I
does it
think
remind you
smells-
of your when you were
There
a
you
kid?
go.
Or something,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
your
My dad did it.
Yeah.
He'd slap it
right.
on, but
Yeah.
I like it.
Menon.
It smells to me. I feel fresh.
And just let me say two words right now.
Electra shave,
Speed
No.
stick.
Irish
High
Spring.
karate.
Hiker, dude.
Boom.
and
There
you're
you
telling
go.
me that
Go, boom.
they wouldn't be able to tell the difference in colognes. Can you tell the difference between perfumes?
No,
Are
Let me say it again.
No, I can.
High karate.
I can.
You can't tell the difference between different perfumes.
I can.
Sorry.
No, the only thing I can tell if you smell nice or if it's offensive. In other words,
Right.
I smell and go. It just
You can't
doesn't-
be like that smells good. That doesn't smell
Yeah.
good.
That's all. That's
I don't
all.
think anybody ever said like, is that Canoe?
Canoe, millionaire. No,
Are you wearing-
it's Hero.
Are you wearing Canoe?
I'm wearing Hero, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
don't you remember Canoe? It was
Oh,
a
yeah.
Drug Mart
Oh, I
special.
Oh yeah, it was.
Can you canoe?
What is that? What is that intoxicating scent? It's Ben Gay.
Why? It's my canoe,
I was gonna say icy hot.
and it's brand canoe.
Yeah.
Is that
It's a
Gary?
brand canoe bottle.
Is that Gary Canoes with the
right.
canoes?
And I'm wearing that 24/7, Ben.
That's
I'm
right.
telling you, because there's several, especially like I'll use red flags as an example. What is that look? I'll use red flags as an example.
Yeah.
She loved
Anal.
Keeper.
Right.
That's a keeper.
Yeah. It's
Brown-
a keeper.
I was just guessing. I don't know.
Oh,
It's a brown.
whatever.
Brown flag.
You can still get canoe cologne.
We had to get that out.
Wait, okay.
$26.66
Monk,
with a
if you're-
coupon.
Try this new cologne ATM. It's beautiful.
Hey, Monk, what cologne do you normally is your go-to on your repertoire that you may have on your dresser there that you go?
It's called pheromones, baby.
Stop it. What do you normally?
I didn't fuck none of that. Hey,
You don't wear any?
deodorant and go.
Oh, I have a go-to.
Do you? Okay, what do you wear? What do you wear?
It's Acqua di Gio. It's like Giorgio Armani. I've always
We-
liked it.
Okay,
Aqua,
Armani's
yeah.
not bad. No, Armani.
Oh, it's not. Thank you, then. Oh, I'm so worried that you wouldn't approve. Canoe. I knew you would say that.
I know you didn't.
I did.
Oh, Canoe, you didn't.
English leather.
No, wait.
That's right.
What was
British
what was
sterling.
Damn
the green
Skippy.
one?
There was
The green and black label.
Polo.
Want some Dracar Noir.
I told him.
Chakar Neuer.
Or Aramis.
I
That
told
was a big
him
one.
I have MIB
That's a Minton box for those in the know.
I have the MIB edition of the Brute that I
This is the
inherited
kind of thing
from
that
my
just
dad.
tickles my balls.
They have the special reserve blue.
Ooh, like David off Coolwater.
Yeah.
That's like an. You're on the edge.
Right. Okay. Here's the thing. Once
Davidoff did make a cologne called Deep. Man, did that smell good.
Fahrenheit was a good one. I liked that.
Fahrenheit
That
was good.
different. It was very.
right.
It was very.
I liked
spicy.
Realms. Remember Realms?
No.
You don't?
What is it? What is happening right now?
Yeah.
What is it?
Is it made by Walmart?
Gary, what is happening right now?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'm a little worried, man.
I'm doing a search for bad
Jesus
vintage
Christ.
cologne for men to see what I can pull up. Right.
What realms stand for? Is that like real man?
You know what came up first?
Real man's. It's
Polo and Brute.
I want you to say it.
See, that's men shit
I
right
want you
there.
to say real man's.
Vintage bad men's cologne.
Don't listen.
Don't
to
forget
him.
electroshave.
I did want to ask you. I know we
Yeah,
should
we
have-
are.
we got about
Just
10
a regular
minutes.
straight up Old Spice.
We got about 10 minutes according
You know?
to my
Here we go.
I wanted-
Man stink. 8 classic colognes that change the way men smell.
Oh yeah.
See-
Let's hear that list.
Well, here's the only thing. There was one cologne that I dated this one girl that he gave a ride home to. That I was
So apparently you didn't date her.
I was dating. She bought me this cologne, and it was the only time. See, this is the only weird thing.
So it's just recently?
no. This is when we were young.
Oh,
Followed
okay.
by the obligatory fingering.
Wait a minute.
I'm kidding. That was-
Second or
He
third base?
went like that. I like how he did this. I'm kidding.
thought Rangus was here.
That she bought.
My bad. I take that back.
Is that she bought me a cologne and it was
Pond water?
No, it was cologne. But when I sprayed it on, right out of the shower, I sprayed it on, it reacted with my body chemistry and it made me smell like I ran a decathlon. Like it was just
You just smell like BO?
Yeah, you smell like
It
BO.
does smell different on different people, different colognes.
Right.
They say.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Right. Yeah, it really is. So that's the only that's the only difference. But I wanted to ask you this. I know we got 10 minutes left, so we're good. That you went overseas. When did you go? You said Prague or something?
The Czech Republic. Yeah.
Czech
Yeah,
Republic.
I was there.
You
that was like right before 9/11.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe the year
2001.
before.
Yeah. Okay. So
2000,
20 years
there,
ago.
whatever. Yeah.
Now, would you? I was thinking about it because he and I rabbit hole a lot on videos that we go down and we see European countries.
I don't know about
I think so.
Rabbit
you guys
holing?
rabbit holing.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
docking.
just asking.
Nothing against it.
Sorry. No problem. I was just,
Yeah.
help us
So
out.
what's the question? What do you want?
No, my question is that one, because when I watch some of these videos, like he loves, I'll use a YouTube channel called Dancing Bacon. We love that's in Japan, and they have vending machines. The culture is a little different, but it looks like an amazing place to go. Our
right.
friend
Sure.
Patrick.
Are you going?
I'd love to. At a different time in my life, I would love to go. Yes, that go.
Yeah, but you got to leave your county.
Safe zone.
I would. It's a whole because of
Do you have a passport?
scenarios. No, I'm going to get that. I got the paperwork.
Well, that's another thing.
What?
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
What?
That and the $1 round trip ticket.
Anyways, so would you go? Would you go overseas again? And where would you go? Because you went there, and I was going to ask you when you went. Did you drive there? Did you?
He drove overseas.
The water was way too deep.
I did say that.
Oh, did you mean
Yeah.
drive around that country?
Yeah.
I went over.
I drove to Peru.
I was there with. I went to visit a girl that I met
Fuck's sakes,
here.
Edward.
A girl I met here, and then visited her family. We dated, and then I ended up getting engaged to her in Prague Castle in Prague.
Okay.
And her friend, who was a wheelchair bound, he had a car. And because not everybody has over there, public transportation is
The way to
pretty
go.
much everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, they don't
bus
have
pass, yeah.
vehicles. They bus and train.
You have a car, it's going to be a small car too. They don't have big cars like we do. Like there's like pickup truck in the showroom that we see everywhere. It's a big deal. I mean, it's a but
They freak
small
out
vehicles.
if they come here and see everybody driving
Economy,
trucks.
A lot of in
Yeah,
Thailand, everything. It's all thousands and thousands of scooters.
Scooters,
But over there, the Czech Republic, Prague, the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
Is it really?
Matter of fact, I think Hitler said don't bomb. They didn't do any bombing because he was going to make that the capital of his new regime. His new.
Because it was so beautiful to him.
It was the architecture is just.
No, were you
so
Were you
incredible.
anywhere else?
Oh, good for him.
I was actually.
Did you go to
that
like
was just,
France
we
or
visited.
you went to Germany?
We were on the
or-
border of Germany. Saw a concentration camp near one.
Okay, yeah,
We
yeah.
didn't really go. We tried to.
Was
do
there
like
a lot of prisoners there?
We did no. It was actually
Not anymore.
Okay, I'm
perfectly
sorry.
groomed and
I'm
like
sorry.
respect. But we went to what you want to do is go to a castle if you ever go to Europe because
Wait a
no
minute.
shit you walk
Yeah,
like
That's where the
you look-
damsels are.
You are humbled by what they did, and
Wait,
they
a
put this castle on a fucking hill or a mountain, and you're
Yeah.
like, just thinking back in the day, like, wow,
One road to get
holy
into this place.
and it's on these treacherous cliffs, and you're like,
Yeah.
holy shit, how would you ever think? Like,
Do you know
How
we
would
need
they
to
pay
knock
for the
off-
heating bills?
And like a couple hundred years ago.
Yeah, you
too.
think you're like,
Yeah.
oh, why don't they just climb the
Geothermal.
walls and do this and that? And you see these in real life, and you're like, oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're not getting in there ever. Like that's why. But it figures the day that we went to all these castles, it was like something like a Memorial Day, and most of them were closed. So we
Closed,
could walk up by them. We didn't get in. Like I'm peering in a castle window, like, fogging up the glass. Yeah, it was.
Did you?
I didn't think they had windows. Didn't they just have like a hole, like a square hole?
No,
that
I
you
mean,
looked
some
in?
of them from different time. There was a 14th century one, ruins, and it was like right across from where I stayed.
It was just like four blocks.
Yeah, and they put a restaurant in it, but it was all just dilapidated. You know, they
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
a modern kitchen in it, but you're in this it's just barely formed where you could see how it was, and
crazy.
it was
That's
amazing.
awesome.
But then there's some castles that are so pristine and perfectly like amazing,
you're
like
saying-
all white stone in the middle of wow.
You're saying like there's a dime a dozen cat, like there's a million.
There's tour castles were the thing in Europe. There's
It's
you
like,
know you
"Ah,
had
let's build a
kingdoms.
castle
It's
today."
kind of like
Kingdom.
mopeds here in the 80s. Everybody had one.
It was like a town center for a large area for
All
people,
the rich
you know.
people had castles.
Yeah, and you had
That's
like a
what I
little
mean.
thing at the
Moats.
bottom of the hill,
Yeah.
you know, like the suburbs. You know, you were outside of the castle. You weren't part of the empire. You know,
Right.
Put him in the Iron Maiden.
That's
It was
right.
really amazing. Like
Execute them.
I would recommend the Czech Republic was beautiful.
Did you try driving over there?
That's
No, I rode. I didn't drive
You get-
anything.
no.
Yeah. No.
Did you do a lot of, I mean, I'm actually asking because a lot of the video, again,
Yeah.
in Japan ones, that everything is, they walk or they'll bicycle
Or scooter?
Or public transportation.
Or scooter.
That's what it is,
that
yeah.
what you did there?
I mean,
too?
They do have buses.
If you have a vehicle, it's like a big deal.
Throw rants.
I mean,
they got odd
Right on.
wheels.
My
on
brother's
it,
in
15 different-
Thailand.
One of them is a square wheel.
yeah.
my brother's in Thailand, and they sold the truck that they had, like a pickup, a small, remember the old like
Isuzu or
Toyota?
Nissan. Yeah.
And he bought a scooter. I mean, a nice scooter. That's the way to go. He has pictures. He has pictures of like the mall parking lot, and if you forget where you're parked,
You're fucked.
I mean, we're talking 5,000 of them on every floor. They're touching. They're like a sea of rear view mirrors and little tires, and
You're
you don't even
kidding.
know what the hell. It's not like you push a chip chip. Like look for your. There's none of that.
Wow.
Mine's the blue one.
Thousands and thousands of them.
You're kidding. So so if you would go back, you would go to Prague if you had the opportunity.
I don't know. Well, I've only been there in Europe, so I would like. As a matter of fact,
Okay.
we're talking about another trip. We might do a cruise, Alaskan cruise, which I've been above the Arctic Circle, but not Alaska. I was in Canada.
Right. Well,
Hey, when I'm going on a cruise, I'm going somewhere cold.
he tells
Yeah,
me about
that's what-
what
yeah.
was it, Viking cruises or something?
Oh, those
That
are
was-
like the number one
Someone
in the
mentioned
world.
it. Maybe it was Monk that mentioned the
Those are like the most luxurious
Yeah,
number
those
one in
are-
the
You're
world.
going there? Nope, not me.
that
Yeah.
you go there and then you get on this particular one that's very smaller capacity.
Yeah, less people. Well, they have in Europe. They have the river ones, and they're just
Yeah.
like a.
Yeah,
flat-
them are the ones that always tip upside down.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta cancel.
Ahoy, Wadey!
We're here.
Yeah, but yeah, there's some
You
really
like my canoe?
amazing. I feel like it's
It
all
went
old
full
people.
circle
though.
with his canoe.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
But if you had you would. Now were the people, were they friendly?
they thought of Americans as like. I went to a restaurant
Devils?
and I paid for like 4 of us at this high end. It wasn't in Prague. Prague's more Americanized, more money.
Yeah.
That's
But
where they
we
make
were
all the
outside,
movies,
We were
that's
about an
why.
hour away, and there was a rumor that there was another American there earlier in the year. So I was like, people.
The
would
second American in a year.
It was. Yeah, I'll have to tell. Remind me next time. I'll tell about a celebrity or somebody I met there, and I didn't know who they were. But so I was.
That
they
killed
heard
them.
they heard me speaking English, and they were just like drawn to me. And the
How you
people
doing?
were-
Henry Schnutenpfeifer here. I'm a celebrity.
Yeah, but yeah, you were like
This is my brother, John Jacob Jingheimer Schmidt.
people wanted to like just like see
Gawk.
you, touch not
Right,
touch you, but
right.
talk to like
Right.
you were a big deal. Yeah, I didn't see him. Yeah, but yeah, we talk about that more later.
Yeah, no, it's funny because again, that when I talk to, there's a guy on Odyssey check out Gaijin TV, fantastic guy. He's British, but he does he's a teacher over there, and he speaks English teacher to the Japanese. But he talks about
They don't understand a damn thing he says.
They're all failing for some reason.
Yeah.
But he has said in our correspondence back and forth, he's like, man, you got to come. If you come, let me know. But when you get outside of, say, Tokyo or
Yeah.
Harajuku or some of the ones that people know
The
about,
real villages where you see the real. That's the great experience part. Yeah.
not
and I was there with someone that lived there, so it was like
in Prague, what you
Yeah,
said.
yeah, she
and
was
then
from
he
there.
said the same thing, that when he goes and he's married, he's got a wife and kids over there,
Yeah.
that he will leave, he's outside Harajuku where he's at, but he'll leave to a suburb, like you're saying.
Right.
And as a foreigner, first of all, he said, you stick out like
yeah.
you're...
Well, yeah, you're like 2 feet taller than everybody else.
If you're from Prague there, it's like you're from New York. You have a snob attitude. It's Moravia and Bohemia, the country split. And Prague is in the Bohemia, I think, and we were in the Moravia. It's like split. It's smaller than Ohio, the whole country.
Did you feel like...
I felt like a celebrity.
Did you
Like,
really?
if you had $500 when I went, it was 40 to 1. I'd cash in $100. They give me $4,000.
Were you like,
And it spent like you were, like I pick up a whole tab, like people drinking all night, 10 people for like $20,
Get
and leave like
outta
$5 tip, and the record would skip. They'd be like, they'd look out because $1 an hour was a
Yeah.
good job then. I mean,
Right.
and I went over there with a couple grand,
right.
and it was you could live like royalty, like absolute royalty,
Right.
for $500 a month.
Right. Yeah.
Might be something
Yeah.
for me
Well,
to look into.
and that's it's funny because Thailand Charlie has
I mean, back then you could.
Yeah.
right.
This is
Thailand
years
Charlie had said go to Thailand.
Oh, it's absolutely-
And as
I
soon as
get-
you live outside that you outside of the major like Bangkok or
Oh, the
there-
American dollar is so strong in some of those. That's what makes it such a great place to vacation.
Yeah.
Your dollar is like
Extends,
right
yeah.
now he has a 2-bedroom, like 19th floor, security gate, entrance only,
And like $400
2
a
pools,
month.
$450 a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all the girls have wieners.
Gym, a gym.
Only
everything.
half of 'em.
I mean, it's really
Half
nice.
a wiener?
So
No, only half the girls have
Wow.
wieners.
Yeah. No, I'm just wondering. So you would definitely, if you had the chance, because it's weird. I follow several different channels throughout Europe, and I always thought Germany would be an amazing for food.
I want to go to.
How was the food? How was
now,
the
a
food?
friend of ours, his daughter went to, she was in she was in Chile, she was in all these different countries around the whole world. She did this tour. I don't even know all the places, but she said her number. She said Rome, but stay away.
I would-
It's so nasty.
Yeah.
I would love to go
Greece,
to Italy.
Greece was pretty good, but
I
she said
wouldn't.
her favorite, and is on my list anyhow because I like skiing and stuff. Was Amsterdam, or no, not Amsterdam.
Switzerland?
Austria?
Austria was number 1. She said, hands down, the greatest place she's ever been. Food, everything.
Now, here's this
You have
is
the Alps, I think, believe.
this is
And they
a,
have Swiss Miss Cocoa.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
this is a
You gotta
real
have that.
That chick on the label's hot.
Yes.
for all the people out there. Again, I know. Again, I'm seeing what countries we're extending out. So thank you for listening for the show.
Yeah,
Again,
Austria.
Tell 2 friends. Did you worry at all about the language barrier?
Well, I was with somebody that
That's-
spoke fluent German, English, and Czech.
Okay,
So I was covered.
check.
I learned some words to be polite
Like
and
the
be able to
bathroom,
communicate.
thank you,
Yeah,
you know,
I learned
please,
dear.
yeah.
What a dear.
Yeah.
I forget.
That's
what it
very important.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says, oh dear. There's a
Isn't
Oh
it?
dear.
No, isn't that what's the shot that we used to?
Schlivovitz.
Jägermeister, isn't it?
They drink Schlivovitz there, and it's like a plum.
Slivovitz
It's
is
terrible.
Wait a
you drink it,
minute.
and it's like it's here,
It's
it's,
like-
here, it's here, it's here. You can follow it down.
Yeah,
the
I'll
throat.
drink that every
Burn.
Poochki ball. I'll drink the Slivovitch, and it's
What is this?
it's terrible.
It's like a plum whiskey or
It's like a brandy.
yeah, really high.
It's-
Like
oh,
whoa.
Like turpentine. Like
Yes,
you're kidding.
absolute
It's
turpentine.
it's brutal.
Is
Brutal.
it,
But that's
Pussies.
that's their drink of choice. Like
I
vodka.
think it's one of them.
I thought vodka is in the Russian area.
Poland and
Yeah.
Russian, yeah. Oh, I'm sure it's all pot. And listen, it's alcohol. It's popular everywhere around the world. They like tequila for crying out loud, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's just because their water supply. Maybe.
But their beer is the best ever. It's kind of where beer was like invented. Germany, Czech
Yeah, oh,
border.
yeah.
The beer
and they
gardens?
had there was one draft because it was called Budweiser, but it was nothing to do with and it was the original
Budweiser.
and their beer was
Budweiser.
just served. Some of it served warmer,
Yeah.
some was cold. But
See that?
and it
I
would
couldn't
average
do
like
drink a warm beer.
like 11,
Yeah, it's like
17
50
cents a pint.
degrees.
That's how much it was.
50 degrees.
Fresh. 11 to 17 cents American equivalent. But when they came out of there and you drank it, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Like so different.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like amazing.
Totally
amazing.
different.
Is it like when people say, I know, use Canada as an example, going there and drinking a Molson in Canada?
This has
versus-
nothing to do with that.
Well, no, I'm saying the difference in the flavor is, in other words, you have a Molson in America, it tastes one way.
You're
but if
talking
you-
about one changing to the same brand over there. I'm talking about their beer, their draft. We don't have it here. You can't even get any of it. It's
They have the purity law there of 1837 or whatever it is.
It's so different.
Oh, wow.
People that
Very
don't like
different.
beer here, it's so different that if you don't like beer at all, if you go over there and try it, you'd be like, it's not even beer. It's like
It's
a
not like anything
completely
you've ever
different game.
experienced of
Yeah.
beer. I'll be damned. Anyways, I know.
You
I know
will. You will
I know,
be damned.
I know we're over here, audience members. Again, thank you for listening. Again, like, share, subscribe, tell 2 friends about the show. It makes the world of difference. It just takes a few seconds and it helps us in the algorithm. But you've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on our website, which is latenightwithedmoney.com, where it's real people have real conversations about life. Normally listening to myself, Ed Money. Right over here is CPAP Chuck. We'll see ya.
Oh, I stuttered. Yeah.
You're becoming a
What
little
is that milkshake? It broke my butthole.
I'm glad he made it. You haven't been here in a while. Is the amazing Byron?
Yeah, Byron.
You little piglet son of a bitch.
You can hear him,
Good to see everybody.
but you cannot see him because you're not worthy as the monk. There it is. And last but not least, always keeping us in check and in bounces. Bueno.
Yeah. My opinions are only my opinions. And I might be wrong about things, but
They have nothing to do with anything else anywhere.
But yeah. Thank
Audience,
you.
audience members, we're going to be leaving you with They Kiss in York. It's a synth pop beat is the name of the song, so check it out. So you'll love it. Again, thank you again for all the things you do. Just tell 2 friends. Always remember that you are somebody, and don't be materialistic because it gets you nowhere. And after that, we are out of here. Bye.
been listening to Late Night with Ed Money, brought to you by 3 Bowls of Crunch Production. Late Night with Ed Money is a copyrighted show, and any unauthorized reproduction for sale is strictly prohibited without written and or verbal consent from Ed Money. Otherwise, we'll find out where you live and beat the shit out of you. Thank you for listening.